Hello, healthcare warriors. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever gotten notified that you spoke inappropriately to a nurse or some other member of the staff, and you weren't even aware that you'd done so? The notification could come from someone in administration, maybe an email or a phone call, or maybe you got pulled aside by another member of the department or even the department chairman. It doesn't matter. All you know is that there was an emergency, things were happening quickly, and somebody got their feelings hurt, right? Now you're in the hot seat again. Am I right? So what do you do? Well, first, let's recap. Someone said you raised your voice. Really? It could have been during a code or a rapid response or maybe a high-risk delivery. These are all things that we deal with on a regular basis. There's situations that are noisy. There's equipment noises. There are people talking all at once. Sometimes people are shouting to be heard over one another. And you're in charge of running this situation. You need to make your voice heard. So yeah, you raise your voice. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. And then someone says, well, you were curt. Your voice was clipped. You were trying to be efficient. You were managing several things at once. A lot's going on. You can't waste a lot of time on small talk and on cheering people up. Somebody's dying here, folks. You've got to make sure that the information gets out quickly, gets done fast. Keying back and forth on each other, getting things repeated back and forth so that you know for sure the orders were heard, the orders were repeated back. Did they get that done? When's the next dose due? What's the time clock say? Everything gets done in 2-minute cycles. You were delivering just the information that was needed in just the right amount of time. And somebody wanted it delivered in a silk glove. Because that's the way they are. And that may not be the way you are. Oh boy. And again, somebody's gotten offended and their feelings are hurt. And somehow it's your fault. Well, let me first say that you're not alone. These things happen every day in many, many hospitals all across the country. And that rather than focusing on placing the blame, we need to focus on a way to find a solution so that these occurrences don't keep happening. I have 3 steps for that. I do. And they're steps that work. And it doesn't involve sitting in front of a computer and watching a bunch of modules. Step number 1 is grab your code. And if you aren't sure what I mean by your code, it's your personality code. And I'll post it below the video. I'm also going to release the transcript from this as an article or a newsletter tomorrow on LinkedIn and as a blog on my website. And there will be a link there where you can grab your code. It takes about 90 seconds or less. And you'll get the information on what your personality type is. But I suspect you're high in the K or the knowledge personality type, or maybe the A personality type. Either of those 2 personality types can get into this situation. The K gets into this situation, the knowledge type gets into this situation because they focus on the information. And the A gets into this type because they do things quickly. They get caught up in the moment. The knowledge personality type, and sometimes the blueprint personality type also, they believe that when emotions go high, logic goes low. When emotions go high, intelligence goes low. And a lot of our physicians are very, very high in the knowledge personality type. And when you're working in the hospital, you're working with a lot of people who are very nurturing. A lot of our bedside people are very much the nurturing personality type, which is a high emotion personality type. And so when they get caught up in a stressful situation, they're going to be very emotional. That doesn't mean that they're not logical. That doesn't mean that they're not intelligent. It means that they're very emotional. That's all it means. And we shouldn't attach more meaning to it than that. We need to just accept that. They, in turn, need to understand that when we are being efficient and logical, we are being efficient and logical. So the first step is for you to understand your own personality type and your own code. So grab your code. I'll post the link. Grab your code. The second step is to learn more about the personality type of your coworkers and your colleagues. If they're all knowledge personality type, you wouldn't be in this situation. If you're knowledge type and they're knowledge type, it's going to be fine. You're all going to speak the same personality language because you all have the same core values, and it's going to be fine. You're going to get this person coded in a very logical manner. You're all going to follow the same information and flow chart, and it's going to be fine. You're not going to make any mistakes, and it's going to be done. If you're all the action type, you're going to do the same thing, and you're going to do it faster. You're going to code this person faster than they've ever been coded before, or faster than anybody in that hospital has ever been coded before, because you're going to get her done. But teams aren't ever set up with the same personalities together. They're just not. That's not human nature. So find your code, learn about yourself, then learn a little bit about the codes in general, and find out a little more about the personalities with whom you work. And then step 3, and this is the kicker, get some soft skills training. Learn a little bit more about emotional intelligence and spiritual intelligence. And what this will do is that this will help you recognize and understand your own emotions and your responses to them. It will also help you recognize and understand the emotions of the people that you work with and their responses to their emotions. And most importantly, it will help you recognize and understand the emotions of the people you work with and your responses to their emotions. And this can be critical. When you do this, look for a course that's not going to talk about helping you manage or control other people's emotions. That's not what you want. We're not talking about managing or controlling because that's manipulative. We're talking about learning and understanding, learning about our responses, understanding one another. And when we do this, we build bridges rather than burning them. So try it out and let me know what kind of a response you get. I'm Dr. Nan Nessel, and I'm here to help.